Ladies and gentlemen, collectors, and coin enthusiasts alike, prepare yourselves because in this video, we're diving into the world of the most elusive, rare, and highly valuable Washington State quarters. These seemingly simple coins, minted between 1932 and today, are hiding some mind-blowing rarities that could make you richer than you ever imagined. From $2,000 to $50,000 or more. These rare quarters are true treasures. But what makes these coins so valuable? Is it their unique eras, the years they were minted, or the mysterious ways in which they've survived? Stay with me until the end of the video, because you're about to learn the fascinating history, incredible stories, and jaw-dropping values of Washington State quarters from some of the most unexpected years. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to uncover the rarest, most valuable coins in the world. This is 4K Rare Coins, where your journey to coin greatness begins. So grab a seat, get ready for some serious coin talk, and let's dive in. 1. The 1965 Washington Quarter isn't a typical release for most collectors. It's notorious for a mistake that makes it stand out like a diamond in the rough. What's the story here? Well, after the US Mint stopped making silver coins in 1964, it switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition for quarters. But in 1965, some coins were accidentally struck with the old silver planchet, making this rare piece extremely valuable. These era coins are highly coveted in the numismatic community because of their historical significance and the rare mistake in production. If you find a 1965 Washington Quarter with silver, you could be looking at a potential value of $50,000 or more. The value depends heavily on the condition and specific era type, with higher quality coins fetching top dollar at auctions. 1971 Washington Quarter, missing clad layer, value, $5,000 to $50,000. And finally, the 1971 Washington Quarter is perhaps one of the most valuable and extraordinary finds in the world of era coins. The error occurs when the clad layer, which is supposed to cover the coin, is either missing or incomplete, exposing the inner copper core of the coin. This incredibly rare error is highly valuable and sought after by collectors, and in perfect condition, a 1971 Washington Quarter with a missing clad layer can easily be worth anywhere from $5,000 to a staggering $50,000 or more. Conclusion? From major errors like double dies to missing clad layers, Washington State quarters have proven time and time again to be full of surprises. These rare errors and unique characteristics can fetch huge sums at auctions and make collectors richer than they ever imagined. If you've enjoyed uncovering the stories behind these. 6. The 1978 Washington Quarter is another coin that's caught the attention of collectors because of a double-struck error. This occurs when a coin is struck twice, typically with some misalignment between the strikes, leading to a double image of the design. The double-struck Washington Quarter from 1978 is a rare find and one of the most highly desirable coins for era collectors. The value of a 1978 double-struck Washington Quarter can range from $3,000 to as much as $8,000, depending on its condition and how clear the error is. The more pronounced the double strike, the higher the coin's value, making this an exciting discovery for anyone lucky enough to find one. 2. 1995's P. Washington Quarter, double die, value, $2,000 to $5,000. The 1995 P. Washington Quarter, although minted in relatively large quantities, carries a mistake that has made it incredibly rare. Some of these coins were struck with a double die obverse error, meaning the Washington portrait on the front appears double due to a misalignment during the minting process. Because of this error, this quarter is highly sought after by collectors. The value of a 1995 P. Washington Quarter with this error starts at $2,000 but can rise as high as $5,000 or more, depending on its condition and rarity. So, if you're out coin hunting, keep an eye out for this rare but incredibly valuable error. 3. 1982 D. Washington Quarter, die crack, value, $2,000 to $3,500. The 1982 D. Washington Quarter holds a unique place in the hearts of collectors due to a die crack error that occurred during its production. This crack forms when the die used to strike the coin becomes damaged, causing an uneven strike that can lead to distinctive lines or cracks on the coin. For the 1982 D quarter, this error resulted in the crack appearing on the obverse, near the "In God We Trust" motto. While die cracks are not particularly rare, those that result in noticeable features or cause additional rarities, such as partial strikes, can be worth a significant amount. The value of these coins can range from $2,000 to $3,500, depending on the severity of the crack and overall condition. 1984 P. Washington Quarter, off-center strike, value, $5,000 to $10,000. The 1984 P. Washington Quarter is often celebrated by collectors for its off-center strike error, where the coin was not aligned properly when it was struck, resulting in a coin that is visibly off-center. This error isn't particularly rare, but when it occurs on a Washington Quarter, it increases the value significantly, especially when the error is as pronounced as it can sometimes be. The value of these rare off-center Washington Quarters typically ranges from $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the condition and how much of the coin has been affected by the off-center strike. With coins like these, collectors are often looking for a piece that retains some legibility, but still clearly shows the mistake. 1980s P. Washington Quarter, clash die, value, $2,000 to $4,000. The 1980 P. Washington Quarter is famous for its clash die error, which happens when the obverse die and reverse die come into direct contact during the minting process without a planchette in between them. This causes elements from the reverse of the coin to appear on the obverse side, making it one of the most distinctive errors in coin production. With the Washington Quarter, the clash die error is highly prized, as it provides a rare opportunity to see the backside design imprinted onto the front of the coin. These coins have been sold for as much as $2,000 to $4,000 depending on the severity. 7. 1973 Washington Quarter, reverse die rotation error, value, $4,000 to $6,000. The 1973 Washington Quarter with a reverse die rotation error is a rare and fascinating find. This error happens when the reverse die, the side of the coin with the eagle, is not properly aligned with the obverse die, causing the reverse design to appear rotated. This makes the coin stand out, especially when rotated by 90 degrees or more, and has made the 1973 Washington Quarter a valuable piece for serious collectors. Coins with this error have been known to fetch values of $4,000 to $6,000, depending on the degree of rotation and the coin's overall condition. If you happen upon one of these, you could be looking at a major payday. 1983 P. Washington Quarter, rim error, value, $2,000 to $3,500. The rim error on the 1983 P. Washington Quarter is another rare mistake that's highly valued by collectors. This error typically occurs when the coin's die strikes too hard, causing part of the coin's rim to be flattened or improperly formed. These defects are easy to spot, especially when the rim is visibly misshapen or incomplete. The value for a 1983 P. Washington Quarter with a rim error generally ranges from $2,000 to $3,500, depending on how pronounced the defect is. Rim errors are incredibly rare on Washington Quarters, and because they're so easily identifiable, they are highly prized in the numismatic world. 9. 1972 D. Washington Quarter, struck through error, value, $4,000 to $6,500. The 1972 D. Washington Quarter with a struck-through error is a valuable and highly collectible coin. This error occurs when a foreign object, such as a piece of debris or a fragment of another coin, becomes trapped between the die and the planchette, leaving an indented mark on the coin. The 1972 D. Quarter is one of the most sought-after struck-through error coins, with a significant amount of collectors eager to get their hands on one. Struck-through errors on this quarter can fetch anywhere from $4,000 to $6,500, depending on the size and location of the mark. These coins are considered rarities, and if you happen to own one, you might have a future prize on your hands.